Hello, friends, and my dear students. During our lockdown, we have to follow the lockdown completely to break the chain of corona. We understand that without doing this, we can't defeat the corona. That is why keep at home, be safe with your family. And now, for the class 10th, I have prepared a chapter first chemistry, the types of chemical reactions. In previous videos I told you about the what is chemical equation, what is chemical reaction, symbolic forms of chemical reactions, and now today we will completely do the types of different reactions. First is type is the combination. Combination means the combine combine two or more reactant to keep the single product is called the combination reaction. Like the carbon plus oxygen give out the carbon dioxide, hydrogen plus oxygen give out the water, and weak lime and water react to give out the select lime. That's very simple. Combination means combine, and opposite of combination is decomposition. Decomposition means break up the single reactant to give the two or more simpler products. This is called decomposition reaction. Okay, when we heat the calcium carbonate, we will give it will give the quick lime and the carbon dioxide. When we heat the iron sulfate, it will give the iron oxide, that is ferric oxide, and sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. When we heat the lead nitrate, it will give lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. This is decomposition reaction. Decomposition means breaking. Combination means uh, adding. Okay, here during these both equations reactions we will see the exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Exothermic means the such reaction which give out energy, release heat or energy after reaction. You can say that, like the combustion of carbon give energy, combustion of methane give out energy, combustion of petrol give out energy, and combustion of oxidation of glucose in our body also give energy. That is why these all are exothermic reaction, because they release out energy and heat during reaction. Endothermic reaction, the such reaction which absorb energy during the reaction. Absorb energy means in the form of light, in the form of electricity, in the form of heat. They are called endothermic re- eh, reaction. Like the decomposition of silver chloride, silver bromide, they are used in the photography. You have seen the we click and the sunlight enter into the camera and they decompose the silver bromide, and we get the negative film. Silver chloride absorbs sunlight and give out silver and chlorine. Silver bromide break up and give silver and bromine. And also methane react with the chlorine in the presence of sunlight. It react in the first steps. We will studies in the carbonyls compound in detail to give out the chloroform and the carbon tetrachloride also. These are called endothermic reaction. Next type is the displacement. Displacement and double displacement. Displacement means suppose that I am more powerful than you, then I will come and displace you and take your seat. Just like that. Due to the activity, due to the reactivity in nature, the elements displace other elements from a compound and take that place and displace the low reactive element. This is called displacement reaction, you can say. Like the when we put the iron nail into the copper sulfate, what happened? The color of copper sulfate changed blue to brown because iron displaced copper from copper sulfate and form iron sulfate. That is why when we put the zinc into the iron sulfate, zinc will displace the iron and form the zinc sulfate. This is because zinc is more reactive than iron, more reactive than copper. Iron is more reactive than copper. That is why this displacement reaction is happening. Here is also important question that we'll ask in exam. Why is the color of copper sulfate change blue to brown when we deep iron nail into it? So solve it and do it. This is important question. Double displacement. We have explained single displacement. Now this is double. Double means uh, interchange. I will take your seat and you will take my seat, just like in this manner. This is double displacement. Double displacement is such reaction in which there is an exchange of ions. They form ion and exchange in ion form and give out the products. This is called double displacement. Element of the both reactants are interchanged. You will see the reaction of sodium sulfate and barium chloride. What happened there? Sodium change to chlorine, change to barium, and it's combined with chlorine, and the sodium combined with barium and give out the barium sulfate and sodium chloride. Here barium sulfate is in precipitate form. You have to know that what is precipitate. Precipitate is the insoluble solid which is formed in reaction. Just like similar to the paneer you have seen at your home, when we put the vinegar or lemon juice into the hot milk, what will happen? Milk will turn into the paneer, and paneer is insoluble. Just like that, precipitate is formed, and this is called also precipitation reaction. Such reactions which give precipitate as a product, they are called precipitation reaction. Like the previous reaction, sodium sulfate and the barium chloride gives the precipitate of barium sulfate, and the sodium hydroxide and copper sulfate gives the precipitate of copper hydroxide, and the silver nitrate and the calcium chloride gives the silver chloride precipitate. I will give you through the WhatsApp notes also. So this video is helpful for the understanding and explanation. Next reaction is the oxidation and reduction. Oxidation means when any element gain oxygen or lose hydrogen, that is called to be oxidized. Gain oxygen or lose hydrogen said to be get oxidized. And in other hand, when any element lose oxygen or gain hydrogen said to be reduced. And if both phenomena occur together, that is oxidation and reduction both occur together, that is called oxidation reduction. That is in short redox. Redox means re for reduction, ox for oxidation. Redox. Clear? So that is oxidation and reduction. Oxidation is very simple phenomena. You will see the iron get oxidized and give out the iron oxide, that is called rusting. Okay, you will see the copper oxide heated with the hydrogen gives the copper and water. This is also the example of redox reaction. And the manganese oxide and hydrochloric acid is gives the manganese chloride, water and chlorine. This is also the redox. And zinc oxide plus carbon gives the zinc and carbon monoxide. This is also redox, and this is also said to be the carbon reducing method in the metallurgy. Iron, zinc, and elements which fall in the middle of reactivity series, they are separated by this oxidation process. And the next topic related to this oxidation is rancidity. You have seen that the chips and the oil and food fats containing food items are flushed with the nitrogen gas. Why? This is because to prevent the food item to get oxidized, because if they will get oxidized they will become rancid and their taste and smell become bad. Okay, that is why to prevent them they are flushed with the nitrogen gas, and this process of getting rancid is called rancidity. And another topic is the corrosion. Corrosion is very simple, you can say rusting. Corrosion in copper, corrosion in silver, corrosion in iron. This is because when any metals are exposed to the open environment, then they are attacked by the air, moisture and acid, and their outer layer of metals is destroyed. That you can say corroded, and copper appears the blue greenish in color, and silver appears in blackish color, and iron appears in the brownish color. This is because of corrosion. This is our all over chapter. You have many questions in your textbook, or otherwise I will give you assignment from this chapter how to balance the equations, and types of reactions and the internal questions and application of the reactions. Okay, so follow me on the WhatsApp, and you can ask your problem in comments. Thank you for my video, and for the next chapter and consecutive syllabus you have to subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching my video.